The Las Vegas Raiders just lost a big game. It feels funny saying the team was in a big game with the Chicago Bears at 1-5, but it really was a big game. A win would have had them at 4-3, which is over 500. After all the Raiders had been through, they could have went into Detroit feeling alright about themselves. I guess it would have been big to show that they can beat the teams they're supposed to be consistently too. It would have been 3 in a row against teams they're supposed to beat, but nope, the Raiders lost. That tells me there are no games the Raiders are supposed to win. I don't care who they play, the Raiders should not be favored to win another game for the rest of this season. The Patriots West regime is the reason why the Raiders are where they are. I'll just get into it. Head coach Josh McDaniels can't continue to be the head coach of the Raiders. I tried to give him a chance, but he's awful. He's gotten to the point where I can't take him seriously anymore. If owner Mark Davis wants to be taken seriously, he can't continue to let McDaniels coach the team much longer. Let's really look at him. He's 20-31 in his career as a head coach, but he doesn't even deserve 20 wins. He taped opposing team signals to win his first 6 games in a row to begin his career with the Broncos. After he got caught, he went 2-8 the rest of the season. Without those 6 games, he's 14-31 for his career. I wanted to believe he learned after he spent a few more years with Bill Belichick, but nope. His play calling and decision making with his personnel isn't what it was with Belichick. His success in New England must have been due to Belichick and quarterback Tom Brady overriding him. When he was offensive coordinator with the then St. Louis Rams in 2011, they scored 12.1 points per game, good for last in the NFL. The Raiders aren't far from that right now at 14.7 points per game. Some of the decisions the Patriots West regime made with personnel are a problem. It was a clumsy move to sign receiver Jacoby Myers for $10 million a year. I know a lot of you think he's doing something, but the Raiders need a deep threat on the other side of Adams. That's a big part of the reason why the Raiders are averaging 14.7 points per game and haven't scored 20 points or more in a game yet this year. Opposing teams are putting 8 in the box to stop running back Josh Jacobs and using the free safety to double Adams because they're not worried about anyone else. All the Raiders have with Adams most of the time are possession receivers. Neither Myers nor slot receiver Hunter Renfrow nor tight end Michael Mayer are a threat to beat you deep. Opposing teams can't get away with having 8 in the box and having their safety double Adams at the same time if they have a deep threat that can make them pay. Speedster Trey Tucker made the New England Patriots pay with a big play and a pass interference call. He got a pass interference call on the Bears too while blowing right by his guy, but he's not on the field enough. The Raiders need more Tucker and less Myers if the offense is going to be functional. A while back I said I was looking forward to seeing what Aiden O'Connell can do when and not if starting quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo gets hurt. We already know Brian Hoyer isn't the guy you want when you don't have the guy you want in there. He did well off the bench against the Patriots, but that's not the guy you want to expose too much to the defense. And if they game plan for him, forget it. He's 0-12 in his last 12 starts, and 2016 was the last time he won a start, so we can't say he gives the Raiders the best chance to win. At 38, he's not going to grow into anything in the future either, so why start Hoyer? Why not see what the kid can do and let him grow from the experience? The more I think about it, why is Hoyer even on the team? Oh, he played for McDaniels with the Patriots back in the day. I guess his offense is very difficult to learn, so he can help teach the offense. Nah, Garoppolo can do that. McDaniels just loves his guys. Once you've played for him, he'll always have a spot in his heart and on his team for you. It doesn't matter if that roster spot should go to someone else. That Patriots West regime also loves them some Chandler Jones. They were with the Patriots when Jones was with them and went to a local police precinct darn near naked. They knew about his issues and they still gave him $15 million a year at age 33. In year 1, Jones showed he's not the same guy and gave the Raiders only 4.5 sacks for that $15 million. Then in year 2, he flew over the cuckoo's nest. That Patriots West regime wasn't shocked though. What would make them sign Jones knowing what they knew? For some reason, the battle between 2022 7th round steal Thayer Munford and former Patriot Jermaine Luminor is still going. Last year, Luminor started at right tackle, but Munford played a lot. Luminor has his limitations in pass protection, but Munford didn't run block so well then. Munford has since improved his run blocking, but Luminor still has those limitations in pass protection. But Luminor still started out the starter. Then he performed so badly in pass protection early on, the Raiders appear to be finally trying to fix that now. Munford was the starter in week 6. Finally someone that wasn't a Patriot. I never thought Marcus Peters was going to come over here and be a shutdown corner. I didn't think he was that when he was young, but I did think he would at least grab a couple of interceptions with his ability to read and jump routes along with his hands to make you pay. Well, we've seen him jump a few routes, but we haven't seen the hands. He's dropped his opportunities for interceptions, so he's been a disappointment so far. However, what he put on tape against the Bears was awful. His coverage has been okay this year, but not enough to have the right to make quote-unquote business decisions. When opposing ball carriers came his way, he played Matador and stuck his arm out to halfway try to strip the ball. I was shocked to see Peters not want that work when the ball carrier came his way. That's not a good look for the culture of the Raiders. He did it a bunch of times too. He should have been taken out of the game. I believe it was Bobby Bowden that told Hondo Carpenter that if you're tolerating it, you're coaching it. They tolerated too much of that crap from Peters. They shouldn't tolerate that crap from anyone. The Patriots West regime needs to do something about that. In a way, it seems like the Patriots West regime came over here to purposely mess the Raiders up. Nah, McDaniels is just that bad. But Jimmy Garoppolo, whom I didn't mention earlier, got the big contract and the Raiders can't get out of it after 1 year like they did Carr. Myers is getting $10 million a year and he doesn't have a 1,000-yard season to his name. Someone please tell me why McDaniels thinks a guy that's 0-12 in his last 12 starts gives you the best chance to win over anyone. Jones showed you was crazy a long time ago, plus he's old, but Patriots West gave him a big contract anyway. I don't even want to get into Peters. Patriots West is holding the Raiders back. Thank you for watching. See you next time.